beautiful sugar buggers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode of the Foreman'S. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off in last week's episode. We have so much to talk about, but before we do, I just wanted to go ahead and remind you to make sure that you are a supporter, aka subscriber of our channel, because we are seriously 500 supporters away from reaching 400k, which obviously I don't need to even tell you how big of a milestone that is, but it's seriously freaking crazy to me that we have 400k sugar boogers on the channel. Like, how do you fit all of us in one little space is beyond me, because we are loud and proud, and girl, I cannot even explain to you how freaking excited I am. It really just means the world to me. Anyway, long story short, let's just talk about how Maverick was born on prank day, and I saw those comments literally poking fun at him, calling his life a joke because he was born on the Sims version of April Fool's. But honestly, I wasn't even mad, because that was probably the most accurate thing I had read that day, and I was rolling down the river. Okay, I was cracking up so freaking hard. And also, I've been getting a lot of requests to see the good old family Foreman tree, which I will definitely fulfill in this episode sometime later down the line. Anyways, we are here at the 8 Bell Saloon, where everybody was acting a fool over Nixon. Every time he walks in here, everyone's just like, hey, Foreman, you know, calling him by his last name. The ladies hang on his arm. He is seriously such eye candy, and this chick let her intentions be known. She totally shoot her shot in the last episode. And you know what, Nixon is intrigued, right? She's relentless. She's been trying to like get to know him, and you know, making comments and compliments and suggestions. And holy hell, what is the matter with you, Alyssa? Calm your freaking touch. She's over there tooting a freaking horn. I mean, that is one way to get somebody's attention, is it not? I don't know what she exactly said to Nixon, but whatever it was, he was definitely not into it. But you know, we're gonna chat with her a little bit more. She did ask if he would like to come over, you know, no strings attached. And you know what, Nixon is feeling a little intoxicated, I'm not gonna lie. He is actually quite drunk, to say the least. And so right now, poor judgment and him are probably BFFs. So I'm thinking we are definitely going to take her up on her offer. We're gonna head on over to her house, which is right here. I did change her aesthetic. I changed her last name, and I also went ahead and gave the beautiful bartender that was giving us the Goo Goo Gaga eyes a makeover as well, because you guys seemed really fond of her. So anyways, this video was super duper late because I was giving everybody makeovers, and it was so much freaking fun. In fact, I actually gave MADDOX and Taylor a mommy slash daddy makeover, or make under, yesterday, which you should check out, because I don't know, it was a lot of fun to kind of like, you know, let them really sink into parenthood and have it show. I don't know if I talked to you guys about the new loading screens, but I recently did a video on them, and I really like this one a lot. It's super pleasant on the eyes. So we're here at I don't know how to say her name. Is her name Mara? Probably, right? Mara's house or trailer, I guess. So anyways, she's just trying to get down to the damn business, and you know, I'm not necessarily mad at it. So I think, you know, we're just gonna go and woohoo. We're not gonna even try to make small talk or pretend that we're even somewhat interested in her. I like her though. She's edgy. She's assertive. She knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to go for it. But she's also very harsh too. And I'm not going to even lie, like there's a small part of Mara that reminds Nixon of Marisol, and it kind of, ooh, hello there. Oh my God, she did not come to play. She's like, hey baby, like her claws were out tonight. Anyways, and so like that's why it would never cross any lines in terms of like a romantic relationship, because it's just way too close to home, if you feel me. Anyways, he is feeling, whew, I don't even know how this is happening right now, because he's the type of kid that probably couldn't even like button his pants at this point. But I don't know if we're gonna spend the night here. I guess we are, which is crazy. I can't even believe we're actually falling asleep in this chick's bed. I don't know what her like end game is, but she has a reputation in Strangerville, which Nixon has no notion of. She kind of like she's definitely like the community bus. Everybody hitches a ride, you know, sometimes more than others, you know, a couple loops around the block, no judgment, and that's fine. That's how she wants to live her life. Nobody's here to judge. I don't give a shit. So, like, do what you gotta do, boo. Anyways, Nixon, on the other hand, he is feeling all sorts of dazed and confused. We're gonna have him go and wash his hands, you know, brush his teeth, get a glass of water, try to sober up a little bit before he makes that trek back home, which, by the way, poor Grayson is home all by himself, and he needs to get to school. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and let Nixon kind of like tidy up a little bit. We're gonna go and check on Grayson. And you guys, I am having such a hard time juggling all the ages and figuring everything out, and so I kind of want to like talk about this a little bit too, because I know some of you, the way you play your games, it's very different than how I play my game. So because we are so limited in age ranges, like as you guys can see, we have like teen, young adult, I like to envision that being a very like broad and wide spectrum. So just because, you know, for instance, Nixon and MADDOX become adults, it doesn't necessarily mean that the CLEM now has to become an elder. I would like to think that that adult range is very broad. How broad, I'm not really sure, but I don't feel like it's a necessity to have to like age her into an elder just because they age up. Like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know. It's a very wide spectrum. So think of that, like while we're aging them up. They don't necessarily like need to go to the next level. Anyways, oh, hold on a second. Oh my God. Okay, so first and foremost, Nixon is going to be late for work. So he is feeling haggard this morning. He's going to take some PTO time off. He's still at this chick's house. He just received a freaking phone call too, by the way. And it was from none other than Shauna Rogers, or should I call her by her new last name? So if you guys didn't know, the situation between Nixon and Shauna has been really just kind of dire, right? Like they had a hookup. They had a moment, and that's kind of like where it stayed. Are we going to go and take this kid for a jog? Because that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, yeah, he was just taking a minute. He was trying to make sure that he would calm down a little bit, little Otis, and so he wasn't like barking through the halls. But like, let me just go and get these kids outside really quick so that I can explain the situation. And how cute is Grayson walking his pooch? He is absolutely adorable. He is feeling super duper tense, by the way, because, well, I don't know, but whatever it is, which I'm assuming is probably his little acne breakout, it was making him feel red as a tomato. He was feeling super duper embarrassed. But as I was saying, so like the situation between Nixon and Shauna, it's really not a situation. He hasn't been very involved in Parker's life. And in fact, she called him this morning. I know I'm like beating around the bush. There's so many things going on. So she called him this morning to ask him if he would side over his parental rights of Parker. And the reason for that being is because she recently got married. And so that was hard on Nixon. That was hard because if he signs over the rights for Parker, he no longer has a say in that relationship. He no longer is legally her father. And as much as he really wanted that whole entire scenario to end up differently, in his heart he knows that by signing over the rights to his daughter, he is in return giving her a better life than he could probably ever give her. And so with that, I'll go ahead and take you guys to the family tree. I swear to God, this LP just gets more intricate and intricate and intricate by the freaking moment. Here we are. Marisol has a sister named Brienne, which we know her mother ended up having with Gabriel Gillis, which was a high school student. The whole situation is just way too raunchy for YouTube. Can't get into it. But anyways, here's Marisol. And then Marisol had a few kids, right? She had Ryver, she had Finley, and Grayson. So if we go into Finley, we'll open up the history of the Foreman'S, which you guys are mostly interested in. And so with that, we have Darnell and Sophia, which just so happens to be Pace's parents. And then we have Waylon, and we also have Amira Attar, who is from Pakistan. That is actually the parents of Juniper Foreman. Anyway, long story freaking short, that brings us to June. right? Then we have MADDOX, we've got Nixon, Hawthorne, and then we have Clementine. So with that, we have Nixon and his 3 kids, we have Clem and her girls, and then MADDOX, who recently just had Maverick, but I gotta change the last name because it's a little confusing for some. But anyways, long story short, if you go into Nixon, you'll see Parker, and then you'll see Parker's mom, Shada, who's married to Quentin Marsh. Anyways, it's quite the intricate scenario. If there's anything you would like me to go back and like reiterate, I totally will. But Quentin Marsh, he's an interesting character. He's super freaking handsome. He is a little bit older than Shauna, but he loves Parker to death. He's an amazing role model. Nixon hasn't actually gotten the opportunity to meet Quentin, and I know it sounds weird. I really hope that they do get a chance to meet, because I feel like Quentin and Nixon would hit it off really well and actually become really good friends, but of course time can only tell. However, Nixon needs to go and take a couple of Z's. Finally, the alcohol is worn off, but he is really freaking exhausted. He does need to head on over to Clem's house a little bit later so that we can actually celebrate the twins' birthday. I am so super duper excited for these girls, even though we don't get to spend a lot of time with them. I definitely feel like they are a force to be reckoned with. So I'm gonna have Nixon come over here and take a little cat nap. Otis, on the other hand, is barking at the microwave. Grayson just got home from school with a project that he needs to get done in about the next 2 days. With graduation on the horizon, he is trying to boost his grades as high as he possibly can. Right now, I think he's like a C student, which is better than the D student that he was like a few months ago. But honestly, ever since he's been hanging out with Allie, he's starting to get his priorities in check. Their relationship is starting to sort of blossom a little bit, but they are definitely taking things very, very slow. Anyways, he came home super duper hungry today for lunch in the cafeteria. It was like frozen pizza, and he absolutely hates the taste of frozen pizza. So he decided to make himself a little tuna sandwich, which unfortunately the only way that you can actually make these is by like creating them into a sack lunch. And poor little Otis is absolutely exhausted. I feel like everybody in the house is super duper tired. So we're gonna have him go and unpack his sack lunch so that he can actually eat the tuna sandwich. I feel like EA should create like an option so that you can also make like tuna sandwiches and peanut butter and jellies and all those fun things without necessarily having to pack them into a sack lunch, because I feel like this is like a very teen dish. I feel like this is something super duper easy to make. And so it looks like Nixon is getting a phone call, and oh my god, Clem is calling to see where he is. We were supposed to be at the birthday party about an hour ago, and obviously we are so super duper late, and we know that Clem just called, but Nixon totally slept right through it. So Lord only knows when he is going to actually wake up. I really don't know how Nixon is going to dig himself out of this hole. He was supposed to be at his niece's birthday party 5 freaking hours ago. It is completely over, and everybody and their mother has been trying to call him. The only reason he is about to wake up is because Grayson just came home from the movies with Allie and noticed that the house was still relatively quiet, and knowing his dad's history, I hate to say it, he was kind of worried. So immediately he goes into his room and notices that his dad is just sleeping. So of course he's going to give him the courtesy to go ahead and wake him up just to make sure that everything is indeed kosher. And oh my god, Nixon just jolted out of that bed and immediately calls Clem, and of course, as you can imagine, she is completely freaking disappointed.
Ruhana Damse?
Arbanduba. Vinay.
Benu. Nilsi. Sensibi Kiniku. Swarspa. Gathara.
That conversation did not go well at all. Oh my god, and they're still freaking going at it. In fact, Clem is so hurt over her brother's no-show that their relationship took a huge dip. And Nixon is pissed off at himself. He's so mad that a night of fun out on the town or whatever got in the way of something so super duper important. In fact, right now, he is actually taking advantage of the situation by is serving some angry flaming spaghetti, which I don't know what that's gonna look like, so I'm kind of serious to see, or kind of curious. Did I say serious? Girl, I don't even know. Kind of curious to see what is going to happen. However, Grayson, on the other hand, has been making some progress to becoming a much better person. His responsibility has fallen in the range where he can now be considered a responsible adult, I guess. I don't know really what happens when he gets older, but what I do know is he also has had a huge increase in his manners and his empathy. Granted, his emotional control has kind of always been his weak spot, but I'm actually really happy with how he has kind of done like this 360, I guess, since living with Nixon. So that's something, I guess, that's kind of positive, right? And oh my god, Nixon just reached level 6 of the cooking skill with his flaming spaghetti. I mean, if this isn't a good way to kind of like celebrate the moment, I genuinely don't know what it is. So let's go and put this over here. I know Otis wants a bite. I have never seen this before, but I think it's actually really freaking cool. So it's the next morning, and I just wanted to go ahead and check on June and Pace because, you know, your girl gets a little worried time and time again. And well, right now Pace is getting an earful. Ryver has been doing the absolute freaking most at school today, and I mean, he can't help but kind of take a trip back through memory lane because the same thing would happen all the time with Nixon. So today, Ryver blew up a science experiment, literally getting it all over the girl next door. Then he also, are you booking a trip? Because I too would be looking on the nearest freaking Simspedia for the next cruise, leaving in like T-5 minutes. Ryver's shenanigans did not stop there. So today in gym class, they had to run the mile, right? Well, Ryver decided he wanted to go ahead and sit this one out. So Ryver slides quickly under the bleachers, wedging himself into a nice shady spot. Unfortunately, lying down in the shade is a little too restful. When Ryver awakes, Coach is glaring down at him. Now everyone has to watch Ryver finish his laps. How super duper freaking embarrassing, because he is not athletic whatsoever freaking ever. Even though he does enjoy sports and stuff, he just was not given the gift like his dad. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, Pace laughed at that one, even though he probably shouldn't have. He's actually right now researching some workout tips, I want to say, just to get some ideas on how he can stretch and stuff from home since he no longer has his gym equipment. Juniper, on the other hand, it looks like she is sitting down relaxing, watching some of her cooking shows. She would really like to buy an easel as well as purchase herself a hot tub. She is living that retirement life. Actually, you know what? That sounds like a really good idea. The only thing is I don't really know where we could put it. Maybe like over here. You know what? Let's go ahead and purchase ourselves a late anniversary present. We're gonna go and snag a hot tub. It doesn't really matter what kind. Any kind at this point would really do the trick. We're gonna go with the Pringles. Am I reading that right? Like Pringles. Heater hot tub for 1,500 simoleons. We're gonna try to like tuck it away over here next to these bushes, which I think is actually, you know, it's not like the best spot, but it's better than nothing. And then I kind of want to maybe perhaps place a hedge or something behind it. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to actually get in here, so this could be a little bit of a problem. I'll probably have to like downsize that a little bit. Now there's just no point. It's super duper small. Also, to kind of juice it up a little bit, I'm thinking of taking this terrain tool and creating a little pathway. Now I think it's time, you guys, to whip up some iced tea and try this bad boy out. So June's gonna come outside. She is going to make some citrus swig. Ooh, to be able to like afford these finer luxuries is seriously everything. And I love how she's coming out with the same outfit that we wore with Petty Pizzazz. Do you remember that when we went to Salvadorada? They have done so much traveling. It's actually really cool to like look back and think of all the things that they have accomplished in their lives. So Pace, on the other hand, is feeling extremely energized, but he is sneaking himself a piece of chocolate cake. He wants to kiss June. He also wants to cloud gaze with her her, as well as discuss some fitness techniques at the gym. I'm thinking because he doesn't have any equipment, we probably should make a trip to the gym. So let's go over here and grab one of these citrus swigs. June's gonna go and help herself to one as well. I'm thinking she wanted to get into the hot tub, but she wasn't able to. You know, I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit, but for the moment, we're gonna play with some other things here. I'm hopefully going to be able to get them in, but where's Pace at? Okay, so he's coming to grab one of these as well, and I think they are gonna go and sit next to the pool's edge. Ooh, I love this. Oh my god, how cute could they possibly be? Oh, he is giving her the goo goo gaga eyes. Can we enthuse about interests really quick? Of course, he has the bladder of a goldfish. He has to go pee. He takes like 3 sips out of his citrus swig, and he's about to go make a cocktail of his very own. It's quite intense. Anyways, I don't know what June is gabbing about, but Pace is just so excited to be able to spend these moments with his wife, completely stress freaking free. We are experiencing a little bit of a heat wave here in Willow Creek, so this is super duper refreshing. Now I'm gonna go and see if we can have them both get in. Granted, the location of the hot tub, I've already told you guys like a billion times. I'm not sure if that's possible, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a try, and it looks like it's fine. He actually just went right through the bushes, and they're climbing in without any problem whatsoever, and he decided to go ahead and bring in his citrus swig. I love how excited she is. Would you quit having to go to the bathroom, you guys? Seriously, you're totally killing my buzz. Like, I just, they're like little toddlers. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna have them get back in another time. I just think Pace was trying to be generous and clean up his, oh my god, are we freaking playing a musical hot tub right now? Because I'm about to snap like a twig. Anyways, let's have them come inside and get a little romantic here so that they don't end up actually leaving. Oh, so sweet. I don't know if it's me, but I feel like since the stress has definitely lifted a little bit, they're looking a little more youthful. I like that. I can appreciate it. Looks like Jude wants to cook a gourmet meal, but I was thinking, you know, we should totally christen this hot tub and let the two, you know, do what it do. Let's put the hots in hot tub, shall we? All right, and then after that, I'm gonna have her go ahead and cook a gourmet meal. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna have her go ahead and prepare. Where gourmet, it doesn't matter, like it could be anything, right? I'm thinking grand for whatever reason. But let's go and view our options. We have Caesar salad, salt and pepper shrimp cocktail, spinach frita, butternut squash soup actually sounds delicious, but I'm thinking something a little more light and kind of crisp because again, it is kind of hot. So let me think of something here. I'm not really sure. I feel like the salt and pepper shrimp cocktail or the herb crusted salmon. Maybe let's just go with the shrimp and pepper cocktail. It doesn't necessarily need to be dinner. It is like 3 o'clock, right? So it's too early for that anyway. All right, so oh my gosh, they're still going at it. Oh, look at her fingers. She's like, come here, big boy. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh, and hey, and big oops, because you have freaking pops and your grams the doing the dirty dance. Anyways, River wants to finish his schoolwork. He also really wants to travel to the museum. Oh my god, maybe we should call up Nixon and see if he would take River to the museum today. I think that would be absolutely amazing. And Pace is getting a freaking phone call. You need to stop the shenanigans because poor Finley, oh my god, her day would be literally wrecked if she walked in on that. So there's a lot that we need to do. First and foremost, Finn has 2 badges that she needs to collect, but I'm not sure if she's going to be going to Scouts today. No, her next meeting is in 4 days. So we're going to have her go upstairs really quick and collect a couple badges. So she has 2. Yeah, the responsibility and sociability. Promoted to Pegasus Scout. Finley Sophia has been promoted to Pegasus Scout. She has also received the following bonus, a silver scouting trophy. That is absolutely freaking amazing. She is doing so extremely well. Like, she's probably the first sim of mine to actually go this far in Scouts and even do Scouts just in general. So I'm super freaking proud of her. In fact, she's so excited over her recent accomplishment. She had to go and call Evie Delegado, which I was talking about, I think, in the last episode or maybe even in the episode before, how I really wanted her and Evie to become friends, and it kind of seems like something that is happening quite naturally. And also, Evie is absolutely freaking adorable. She's gorgeous. She loves art. I feel like she'd be a really good friend and influence to Finn here. So I think Finley isn't feeling too good. So I'm gonna let her go and maybe take a nap, or she actually wants to dance, but I'm gonna have her go and take a little nap for the moment before getting started on her homework. So pace. Oh my god, I felt like that was like the starting of like a Cardi B song. Anyways, Jen, oh my god, I am totally on one tonight. I'm not gonna even freaking front. So Pace just reached into his pocket, looked at his phone, and noticed he had 6 missed calls. 6 missed calls from MADDOX. So he is giving him a call back, and I don't know if it's just me, but I can kind of hear some yelling going on in the background. Wait, hold on. What is happening, MADDOX?
Swabitabe, Tharbthenic,
Schwenschka Nia. Zain Space.
Parsafe Froben, Limino, Quar Gorbane.
Blurna Cabbage Pator. Snow Bay. Dempa Bifna. Simzay.
So you guys, don't kill me, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this week's episode here. But before I go, I am super duper curious to know, what do you guys think is happening behind the scenes with a poor old freaking MADDOX? It is literally chaos, and oh my god, I feel so bad for this kid. So bad. But keep in mind, we don't have all sides to the story just yet, so all of your, thoughts and theories are literally just that. They're thoughts and theories. And so in next week's episode, you guys will find out what the heck is going on. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and officially wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.
I met you on a Wednesday night.